Sometimes police officers, wanting to show off a bit of their authority, take it too far. Today we're talking about police officers like this who encountered the wrong people and got exposed as the bad cops they were. So let's go to the videos. In Arizona, YouTuber Joshua Lloyd engaged in a game where participants hid objects for others to find. After 30 minutes of searching, Joshua was approached by two police officers. One of the cops asked if they could assist him and questioned if he lived there, implying that his prolonged presence in a public space was suspicious. When asked about others in his car, Joshua suggested they check, triggering an unexpected reaction from the police officer, who seemed to believe that he had unlimited authority.
All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you later. Oh, hold on. We got the cops. They're gonna run my license plate.
Good morning.
Morning, can I help you?
I don't know, can we help you? Do you live here?
No, but this is public, correct?
I'm not sure on that. Could be private property.
Could be, but if there was, I do believe there would be a sign posted somewhere, right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, well, I mean...
Somebody called on you. Is that your car?
That is my car.
Okay. Well, if it is public...
I mean, I would figure it's public. You have electric access here.
You have
property
right there?
State issued sign.
Is that public property right there?
Where? Right there?
Yeah, right just north of us.
Could possibly be, because it's easement.
Okay. Is there anybody in the car?
No, just me. But if you want to go check, go ahead, go check.
Okay. Can I get your permission to do anything else?
No.
Do I need your permission?
No,
Do I
because
need your permission to check the car?
you would need my permission to go inside the car.
No, but you just said if you want to go check if there's someone else in the car. Do I
Oh
need
yeah, go check, and you can go look in and see if...
Go ahead. Do I need you to tell me to go ahead to do it, or can I do it on my own?
Well, I mean, you could do it on your own. You can do a plain view search.
Okay, good. Just making sure I thought you were under the impression you had to give me permission.
To go inside the car, you need permission.
Not necessarily.
What do you mean, not necessarily?
The police officers, convinced of their authority, acted as if they were above the law, attempting to break into Joshua's car without proper cause. Ignoring Joshua's inquiry about their actions, one of the cops mentioned impounding the car because it wasn't registered in Joshua's name. However, they failed to ask about the ownership or consider alternative possibilities.
I'll give you my name. You don't have to run the plate for it, because my name's not on the plate.
What's your name?
My name is Josh.
Josh?
Mm-hmm.
Josh what?
Lloyd. L-L-O-Y-D.
Is it Josh or Joshua?
It's Joshua.
Hey, Phil. We may have to
Lloyd.
Huh?
Joshua.
You're not towing my car.
We may have to tow it. It's not registered to him. It's registered to a female. It's it's left on the roadway running. I'm not going to leave it here.
Oh,
Just running. So let's get a hold of
really?
boss, and we'll find out if for safekeeping. Otherwise, somebody's going to make off with this thing.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Not even going to question me on who it's registered to? Would you like the insurance and registration?
No, you're not driving it. Why would I ask for that?
It's just parked right now.
Are you driving it right now?
No, it's parked.
Okay, so you're not driving.
No.
Sure. What's your name?
Joshua Lloyd.
Joshua
Lloyd.
I'm going to try and get a hold of the owner, see if they know where the car is. Otherwise,
She'll tell you that her son-in-law has it. You're going to let him act like that. Just because I'm standing over here next to a wall. And you guys haven't even asked me what I'm doing. You guys go over to my car, give me the third degree, and you don't even like, hey man, what are you doing? I even like turned around, I gave you the thumbs up. He comes out all hard. Why? I'm not trying to catch you in anything, man. Asking a simple question.
It was revealed that the car belonged to Joshua's wife, giving him proper authorization to drive it. Despite Joshua's willingness to cooperate and provide information, the officer, instead of de-escalating the situation, attempted to escalate it further. He neglected his duty to ease tensions and even hinted at potential trespassing charges, creating unnecessary fear for Joshua.
to use the car?
I live with her, yes, and I'm allowed to use the car, hence the reason why I have it.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to do some research, find out whose property that is. You got your name, your information. if it turns out that it is private property.
I don't think it
And
would be private property.
I don't think. That's why I'm going to find out for sure whose property.
Okay, you go ahead for sure.
I don't need your permission to check out whose property it is, but I appreciate you giving me the go-ahead. I will look into that.
These cops, at the very least, knew how to provide their names and badge numbers when asked, although having such basic knowledge is not particularly commendable. The officer contended that Joshua should have inquired about the property's status and whether it was private, as he could potentially be breaking the law. Joshua, in good spirits throughout the encounter, voluntarily offered some of his personal information, like his name, even though it wasn't necessary. However, in the face of police officers asserting authority beyond the law, even this cooperative gesture proved insufficient.
Can I have your name and badge number, please? Your card?
8632.
Your card, please. I have a bad memory.
You're recording it.
Okay. Can I have your name and badge number, please? All right. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that.
But I could do some further research before you go on a...
You know, hold on. Before you go and give me the lecture, how about before you come up all hard on somebody, you ask them what they're doing?
Profanity, Josh. Do the research and find out whose property you're on, because you may be breaking the law.
It's public property, I can tell you that.
You're stating that as a fact.
I am. I'm stating it as a fact because I like with you guys.
Well, now you're using more profanity.
I can use profanity. It's the First Amendment. You cannot restrict my speech. Not unless it's fighting words. If I use it to emphasize my sentences, I can use it to emphasize my sentences. If one man's curse word is another man's lyric.
It can be an issue. Josh, we're going to do the research. We're going to
do the research.
Have a good day.
You too.
A female officer attempted to assert her little authority by approaching an individual who was filming the cops and scolding him for it. The person asked if she was familiar with something called the First Amendment and constitutional law. Predictably, her response was silence. He presented her with two options: either refrain from engaging in a power struggle or admit that she lacked knowledge and needed additional training. However, the female officer seemed unwilling to choose either option. Throughout the encounter, she used offensive language, insulted the individual filming, and claimed she felt threatened because of the filming, asserting that it was part of her job. It's evident that her job should not involve violating human rights.
You can tell us what the First Amendment is. That's the easy one. Do you know that one? We'll be on our way. Promise. Or you can tell us what the same thing that every police officer always says. I'm not playing this game. Or they can say, I don't know it. But they think the Constitution is a game. Do you know it, ma'am?
I didn't say I'm not playing this game or I don't know it, but right now I'm doing what my job is.
Your job is literally to uphold the Constitution.
Going around just being assholes to police officers.
Well, you're the only one saying bad words, ma'am. What do people do?
Like going around and videoing officers with a freaking
The situation took a sudden turn when the female officer began crying. She expressed sadness, claiming that the man accused her of not performing her job adequately despite being confident in her abilities. But if she is so sure of her abilities, why the tears? After all, she was the one attempting to infringe upon the guy's right to film freely in public. Despite breaking down, she still had the audacity to demand that he put the phone down. However, just because she experienced an emotional moment doesn't mean this guy's rights should be compromised.
come attacking our job.
I'm not attacking
I'm good
you.
at my job.
I never attacked you.
Yes, it is.
I just asked you a question, and you couldn't even be nice enough to just tell me what your name was. I wasn't rude to you.
It's on my shirt. Bro.
I know, but you would never say that like that to a judge, though.
We're human too.
I understand that, and that's why I approach you with politeness and respect. I didn't say anything rude to you.
Can you put the phone down, dude? Come on.
A man was enjoying a leisurely stroll outdoors on a pleasant day when suddenly a gang of cops approached him and insisted that he couldn't be there even though he was on public property. To make matters worse, one of the cops scolded him for walking in the green space. However, this cop should be aware that there is no sidewalk in that area and one must walk directly onto the roadway. The cop immediately demanded the man's ID, which the man naturally refused to provide. The cop was offended because someone had dared to challenge his authority.
Good. I don't mind y'all filming, but can y'all go? No, this is public easement. We're allowed to be here. Okay, so what are you filming for? It's not important. Alright, you know if I get your information? No, I don't mind. You got your somebody on you? No, I don't mind, as in you're not getting it. You got somebody on you, sir? You don't? What's your name? What's your name, sir? I'm not sure if you didn't hear me say you're not getting it or if you're just trying to play coy. How far the state property is? State property. Power line comes all the way to the curb, all the way back to the blue back down. So, right now it's not public easement. You're still on the state property? Let me show you something. You see that public utility right there? This is public easement. Call your supervisor if you don't understand. Along a public road, there's what's called a public easement, so the public can walk down the road without having to walk in the road and get hit by traffic. If you don't understand, call your supervisor. So is there a reason why you're offended? I'm not answering any more questions, thank you.
The cop inquired about the man's purpose for being there, but the man remained silent. Sensing an opportunity to assert his authority, the cop likely expected the man to be ignorant of the law. Instead, he found himself exposed as a poorly informed cop. The man, aware of his rights, requested a supervisor, but the cop ignored that request. It's questionable how this cop obtained his position, given that he didn't even know the basic rule of maintaining a distance of at least 6 feet from citizens.
You suspect me of a crime? Right now, we got called out here because y'all caused a mistake. Well, people call you all the time. That doesn't mean it's anything illegal. Yeah, but I still gotta find out who you are. No, it's not in the Georgia state statute, you don't. There's nothing in Georgia state statute that says if you're out on a call, you have to give the person's information or that they're required to give you their information. Thank you. Back up just a little bit for COVID, citizen safety.
The cop, seemingly keen on avoiding any real work, persisted in attempting to obtain an ID from the man. In a strange turn of events, rather than addressing real issues happening around town, the cop chose to call for backup over the man simply walking in a green area where he had no alternative place to walk. It raised questions about the officer's priorities and the efficient allocation of law enforcement resources. The man seized the moment when the cops gathered around him to enlighten them about the circumstances under which citizens are allowed to walk in green areas. The cops gradually acknowledged that the man had a valid point and was well versed on the matter. He further emphasized that as a taxpayer, he didn't want cops idly loitering around and doing nothing.
Listen, you guys know how property works, right? You own a house. There's a sidewalk right in front of your house. There's that green piece of grass next to the road, correct? City owns it, you have to take care of it. It's called a public easement, just like the public sidewalk. When there's not a public sidewalk next to a public road, the public easement comes a certain amount of feet out from center line, meaning that all citizens have a right of way to walk down the road without getting hit by a car. It's common sense. I mean, it can't be more logical. Need anything else? What about with these two guys? Can they get back to work or are they just on the taxpayer's dime hanging out?
The same cop who had previously harassed the guy about the green area was actually chilling there with his fellow cops the entire time. They even parked their cars in the so-called forbidden zone, and get this, they called in reinforcements like it was a major crime scene, all for this one dude just exercising his constitutional rights. They treated him like he was a high-profile criminal, needing a whole entourage of 10+ cops around him. But here's the kicker. The cops decided to keep their distance from the citizen who turned out to know the law better than the entire squad combined. Sometimes, cops run into folks who not only know their rights, but also know how to school them.
Negative contact, not to do with business.
He finally put away his pad. Oh, he sure did keep trying to get my my ID. of shame for the man who said, "Don't walk away from me. It'll determine whether you go to jail or not." That's funny. That guy was a real joker. Did he admit that he learned something? No? Still
He wouldn't say a word.
Oh.
I said, were you the one that got the education today, sir? And he wouldn't even turn. And I said, enjoy that walk of shame you're taking.
A guy and a girl are out for a nice drive, soaking in the good vibes of the beautiful weather. Suddenly, their car decides to overheat, so they pull over to let it cool down. Just when they thought they could catch a break, 2 cops rolled up and asked for their IDs. Now the guy's playing it cool, trying to reassure his girlfriend that everything will be okay. He's dropping knowledge, telling her there's no need to worry because showing your ID is totally optional in this situation. She's not the driver and hasn't committed any crime. The guy's schooling the cops on the 4th Amendment, reminding everyone about the sweet right to stay anonymous.
Why you like the car like that, man?
Because my car's running hot. You want to look at the gauge and see?
I don't. You got your driver's license registration on?
For what?
That's not what we doing.
What's the purpose of this stop?
You have your driver's license registration?
Yes, I do.
All right,
What's the purpose of this stop?
your registration, man.
I got to know the purpose of the stop, name and badge number.
I want to know why he wanted my ID.
He can't get your ID legally, period. Yep. You've done nothing wrong. You committed no crime, no articulable reasonable suspicion. Y'all don't need her ID.
Jones, you got the vehicle registration by chance, sir?
You get up. Hey, You got a reasonable articulable suspicion that she's committed a crime?
I'm
asking for an ID. She don't have to identify herself.
going to work.
Jones,
Put your name in here.
registration.
Instead of playing it cool, one of them goes all cop action hero, aggressively yanks open the passenger door and starts demanding the girl's ID. Hold up, isn't it basic knowledge that cops can't just go ham on your car door, especially when the reason for the stop is a hot engine? These officers should have stuck to cooling down their tempers instead. But no, they were in no mood to explain why they were using the heavy-handed approach. It's like they forgot their uniform doesn't grant them some sort of superhero privileges. The girl just chilling in the passenger seat wasn't even a part of whatever crime they were imagining, but these cops insisted on obtaining her ID.
She don't have to identify herself. Legally, she does not.
I'm sick of this.
All right, you're on video, man. What's your name and badge number?
Yeah, dude. Go ahead before I fill this out.
Her name is Brittany Watts. What's your name and badge
you
number?
that?
What's your name in here?
All right.
Jesus.
Aftermarket tailpipe is too loud to be on the vehicle. Okay, that's why I pulled you over. All right, so real simple. You make
Brittany
it what
Watts.
it's got to be.
That's my first
it.
and last name.
All this jumping out the car.
No, I'm jumping out the car because look, right here. Look,
That's fine.
look, right there.
Listen, but you
That's why I'm out the
listen
car.
to me, sir. Jump out the car and then want to have an argument with
Because I didn't know y'all was going to pull me over.
you. You didn't give me a chance to explain that.
I pull over, get out my car, and then I see your blue lights. So that's after the fact.
It's not after the fact. Okay? Hey, what now? You still live at the address listed 128 Court?
That's my
My birthday
address.
is Friday.
You still live there currently?
Yes, I just came back from there. Just drop my kids off.
All right, cool. Hey, just slide back in the car. I don't want you to stand right here while
You know I'm going to the sheriff's, right? No problem. You can't legally ask
Brittany
for her
Alex
ID.
Watts. Brittany Alex Watts. Their whole name.
Well, guess what? The cop on the ID mission, it turns out that he didn't get the memo on identifying himself. Classic case of rules for thee, but not for me. The guy asks for a name and badge number, and our officer here decides he's got the authority to pick and choose when to play the name game. I guess someone missed the job description section on basic courtesy and identification protocols.
Last name is Alex? Hey, what's your name and badge
My
number?
middle name, Brittany Alex Watts.
Sir, I need your name and badge number. You can't legally ask for her ID.
No, because I ain't done anything.
She has not. You cannot ID the passenger of a vehicle unless you have a reasonable, articulable suspicion that they've committed a crime or about to commit a crime. You can't just run her name because you want to see if she's got warrants.
It's
You
okay.
can't do that.
It's like the officers hit a roadblock, realizing they can't ID this passenger. Instead of moving on, though, they get fixated on it. The guy's trying to file a complaint, doing the right thing, and asks the cop to identify himself. But nope. Our mysterious cop decides to play the silent game, probably hoping the guy will just give up. This cop even skipped the uniform name tag class. No name, no badge number. What a real professional move, right?
You can't just run her name because you want to see if she's got warrants.
It's
You
okay.
can't do that.
It's all right. Let him run it. Let him run it.
Now, nobody's doing over there and it's illegal. It's against the law.
Yeah, they do a lot of legal stuff, don't they?
No, she's been South Carolina resident all her life. Quit digging for something that's not there.
Jesus.
I'm showing you sheriff too.
Yeah,
I need your name and badge number. I'm making a complaint.
your daddy's getting into this too. I'm sick.
Sir, I need your name and badge number. You're going to fail to present that?
Hello? You all up in my
Sir,
face asking me stuff
I need
now?
your name and your badge number.
It's all right.
All right, dude, you're going to lose your damn job. I hope you know that. I got your face.
Yeah.
I got your face.
That's bullshit. I ain't need a cigarette all damn day and I was doing good.
I got your face. You going to the sheriff. You're getting a complaint made on you. You failed to present your name and badge number. You're required by law to do that.
I don't care.
What's your birthday again now?
8/18/86. I just told you it was this Friday.
Not popping up. What's your last name? Watts?
Yep.
You're not popping up.
It don't matter. I got
We
his
go
face. He's
Brittany.
going.
We go Brittany Watts. 829. 85. Not you?
Your face, you're getting reported, dude. You failed to ID yourself. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're a citizen. I don't know if you're a robber. You're standing beside my car.
He's not
No
in
name, no
uniform.
badge number. You ain't in uniform. You need to step away from my car.
You need to get that other dude back
Hey,
in
you need to
order.
step away from my car. Sir, step away from my car.
I guess I'm gonna play deaf too.
In the grand finale, the guy and the girl got slapped with warnings for who knows what reasons. Probably just so the cops could flex some authority. Imagine the drama if the cops decided to escalate it. The cherry on top of all this, the cops strolled away, still convinced the passenger had to give them her ID. Oh, and by the way, police officers, you might want to brush up on the rule book. Identifying yourselves when asked is in there somewhere, I guarantee it. The driver even had it on video, just in case the cops need a replay.
All right. You know what? You know what? Call your lieutenant out here. Call the damn white shirt out here.
Recording that one. Talking now.
I'm calling 911. You gotta get to present his name and badge number. He won't tell me his name. I don't know if he's a citizen.
You're not gonna have any more problems. Right now. All right, I'm asking you to stay in the car. I'm conducting a traffic stop.
But
no, sir. The next
Let's get in the car. We gonna play deaf too. Get in there. Just get in the car.
no, told me to shut up. All right. All right.
Just shut up. It's cool. We don't play deaf. I can.
All right, what it is, state warning. All right, so like I said, the noise ordinance and defective equipment, your muffler being too loud. What do you want?
Your name and badge number. You haven't told me.
I introduced myself, sir.
Yes,
Pay attention. Quit being a dick all the time.
I'm not being a
You are. Unnecessarily.
Calm down, son.
Unnecessarily.
That's why I
It's
told him.
completely.
I'm sorry. I missed something.
It's a noise ordinance, man.
I didn't hear you, but your
you
buddy.
on 200 for no reason.
Your buddy. He
Let me
wants
finish,
to.
please.
All right.
My name and badge number is listed on the warning, sir.
All right.
Have
Thank
a
you.
nice day.